Hey superstars, happy November. It's Magi Helena. Here's your astrological forecast for November 2023 using scientific, multidimensional astrology. Accurate astrology is complicated, but good news is that I've turned complicated astrology into simple tools. If you don't have the time to run all those calcs yourself, get answers now with my instant astrology goodies only on my website. And like millions of other daily readers, search out my syndicated Your Daily Astrology horoscopes online. Woo-hoo! November is the best month of 2023. I rank days in terms of their star power. Star power is how much the day itself can help or hurt something you start on that day, like a job or a relationship. Highest scoring days have the greatest power to do good, have the most momentum towards success, have the most power to prevent obstacles and problems. Lowest scoring days have the most negative energy, the most power to do harm. Things started on the lowest scoring days encounter the most predictable troubles and end up with the worst outcomes. In 2023, with an average daily star power score of just 23 above zero, November's daily star power average is plus 432. To some degree, November is a month of extremes. November's upside days are excellent, and there are a lot of them. November's downside days, though few, are mighty bad. The worst day of November is the very worst scoring day of 2023. To understand why November is so unusual, let's quickly look back at October first. Here's what October looks like for the Americas region on a day-to-day level. This is how the energy flows day to day. Most of the month zigzags up and down around the zero line. Average months look something like this. Poor months cluster more days below the zero line, meaning just more days with worse odds. Better months give us more days above the zero line, meaning just better odds of success. Now let's take a look at November. You can see that every day through November 25th is above zero before we seriously tank near month end. Better days equal better chances, better odds, better outcomes. So let's welcome in better November. The first positive peak days in November feature supportive geometries with Earth, including Jupiter, Mercury, Logos, and Maki. Chiron with Ixion means that true love is favored. Multiple Venus geometries favor dating, exchange of affections, and also cash flow. The second positive peak days in November can dramatically favor athletics. Multiple geometries blend both Sun and Earth with Mars. Additional support comes from Odin, Hoya, Eris, Uranus, and multiple supercharged midpoints. Both Chiron, still with Ixion, and the Venus-Neptune midpoint offer real help with both relationships and career and financial matters. Now this gets wild because we've never seen a month with more than 2 positive peaks. November has 4. The third positive peak days in November are the highest scoring and include Mars again. These could be great days to sign an athletic contract if the athletes and teams' fluctuating cycles are also this powerful. Since these Mars days also include Venus across dimensions, these are also very sexy days. Chiron midpoints and Neptune bring the romance and also enhance financial success, along with Venus, Midas, and much more. These days check all the boxes for love, sex, and money. The fourth positive peak days in November score pretty well, but they're supported by Haumea, Odin, Isis, and Midas. So they could be great money days, but here's the but. Here's why I don't love these days like I love the earlier great days in November. It's because of their future. Read the future in a date by what happens on the days following. This is the principle of progressions. Progressions are why my best days for natalizations are never followed by a worse day. Second best days are for one-day events only, not for anything you want to last. We want what you start to have staying power. You can literally just look at a date and see how many good years it can perform for you before it falls apart. Whether your date is for a marriage, a job, a business, a car, whatever, how many good years can you expect? How many good years do you need? For a cell phone, maybe 2 to 3, but how about for a marriage? It's also important to look at how deeply the days tank after your special natalization date and for how long. This shows how bad the problems are likely to be and how long they are likely to last. Here's a simplistic view, but these are good examples of progressions in action. After this natalization, the stars dipped. Problems kicked in year 3 and lasted 1 year at negative 300 severity. Then things improve again for a couple of years. By contrast, after this natalization, problems also kicked in year 3, but lasted for 4 years at between negative 400 and negative 1600 in severity before things could begin to improve. So clearly, while this is a decent day, anything begun on this day will soon encounter serious and persistent obstacles. So you wouldn't choose these days to initiate something you need to be successful for more than a couple of years. Now let's dig in to these worst days in November. What makes these days so horrible is a combo effect of some real geometric star garbage. The drip, drip, drip torture of lots of smaller bad aspects and some of the usual day killers too. Sun and Earth are torn to bits by hyena energy geometries with Saturn, Lilith, the Saturn-Odin midpoint, the Saturn-Lilith midpoint, and the Saturn-Haumea midpoint. Happy and supportive points are hamstrung by tough aspects. There are many, many financial clashes and a nuclear clash. Please sit out these days. Do not begin anything significant. Do not meet anyone new. Walk on eggshells in all relationships. Do focused self-care and quadruple check your work. Get the current and upcoming month's best and worst days free on my website. Get an instant download of the remaining best worst days for 2023 and all of 2024 in 4 regional time zones. See a coupon in the text below the video under More. And please come visit me on MagiHelena.com. Better timing equals better outcomes. Understand current or past relationships and get instant tools to manifest your dreams. Get there now. Text astrology to 51555. Better stars equal better opportunities. If your personal cycles are strong, November offers you lots of possibilities. If and when all signs point upward, take action. I wish you an incredible November.